It's Friday. You invited all your favorite mascots over for a big party, and now they won't go home. It's Retro Pals Mascot Friday, where we show mascots the door.
Get the fuck out, mascots. If you're a mascot, unfollow me now.
We are judging the best and the worst of the mascot era of gaming history. Tonight, live, with your help. I hope you'll join us.
Please help.
Tonight we're playing Sega Genesis games. Specifically, the lineup was TV shows that are animated. At any point in the mid-90s, you could turn on the TV, if you had cable TV, and see many of the games featured in this week's poll. We had stuff like Pirates of Darkwater, Phantom 2040, along with more well-known stuff like Animaniacs, say. Mm-hmm. And speaking of which, the winners of this week's poll are Animaniacs, Gargoyles, The Incredible Crash Dummies, and The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I didn't even know that had a Genesis game.
All right, I'm going to call this week's stream Running Downhill. So, let's start off with this week's Konami game, Animaniacs. Now, Konami, I don't think of them as much as a Sega Genesis developer, but man, when it comes to the Warner Brothers license, they just kept kicking them out. They had a couple of Tiny Toons games, Animaniacs, and then occasionally you'd get like, Rocket Knight Adventures, I guess.
Maybe.
Let's get started with Animaniacs.
I have only seen this on the Super NES, because I actually had it as a kid.
It's a different game.
Good, because I didn't like it very much!
Okay. This was brought up in the Discord. Yeah, people also said they didn't like the Super Nintendo Animaniacs, but this one is totally different. Retooled and built for the Sega Genesis. Some would say the superior console. Most people, actually.
Well, that's just because you're a Genesis head.
Welcome to our video game. What do you mean, video game? Oh boy.
They're the Animaniacs. If they don't break the fourth wall, they'll fucking die.
Oh, I need to plug in my headphones.
Listen, their psychiatrist is like, the fourth wall, breaking the fourth wall, it's a fucking therapy breaking the fourth wall. If they don't do it, they're gonna lose their mind.
Interactive audio-visual entertainment. Is this a CDI game?
So they're just doing what they do, breaking the fourth wall.
Just kind of blabbering.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, welcome to our video game.
Just talking about ludonarrative dissonance.
Wow, there you go. That was the intro. Them just kind of rambling at each other. Alright.
Alright, real quick. Interesting. Apparently the intro was written by Jeremy Blaustein.
Oh yeah, he would have been at Konami at the time. The famous Metal Gear Solid localizer.
Yeah.
Well, it begins like every episode. They were trapped in the tower, but now they got out.
What are the options? What are the options? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's Friday.
We've discussed Animaniacs on this show before. They're a frequent topic of discussion. They're going to come back soon. We ranked their 3D GameCube game, which was horrible. I hope this is better.
Alright.
Anyone know how the mini Animaniacs games compare?
I've only played the Super NES one, and that's it. I was a huge Animaniacs fan as a kid because I was a fucking snooty nerd. Mm-hmm. And I loved old cartoons and old media. Still do, but...
This was a show that made kids feel smart.
Yes!
Like, I've watched other cartoons. I get that.
Yes! Actually, that was why I watched it. It really did make me feel smarter. And my parents were like, this is so smart. Then I was like, wow, it must be smart. And I haven't rewatched a lot of it. And I won't, because I like thinking it's smart.
Gotta get a hat, a helmet.
Oh, we gotta collect props from the movies, okay. We're gonna resell it on at the eBay market, make a lot of money.
Here come the Warner Brothers. And the Warner sister.
Stop.
Good. I'm ready for this.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, Konami. You can do great stuff on Genesis, but is this great?
Okay, do I have the ability to switch characters still? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do they each have different abilities still?
Yes, they do.
Okay. And let's switch back to... There we go. Yeah, Animaniacs super hit and miss.
Yeah, this was a show with a lot of different segments. If you hadn't seen the show, the stars of the show are these critters here. They're on most of the main story segments.
Can I kill this executive? Hold on, I want to attack this executive. Shit.
The guy trying to kill the executive right now is Wacko. He's the wacky one.
He is wacky.
The one with the big pants is Yakko, and the girl is Dot. There you go. Now you're all caught up. They're dogs, maybe. Yeah. They're just kind of like old cartoon creatures in the style of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, they're basically fake old they're lost Looney Tunes characters who never actually existed.
I do kind of like that.
That
was what were those characters? Buttons and Mindy?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice little cameo there. Cool password.
Okay, and now we gotta
isometric.
go where we want to go. And we're being chased around by the security guard of Warner Brothers Studios because we're making the world worse.
Only watched for hip hippos. Oh yeah.
Okay, this is the Indiana Jones level. I assume I have to get Indiana Jones's.
Hip hippos have fans, but not for their comedy. Yeah. Oh.
Jesus.
Also Rita and Runt, and yep.
You can't forget about the good pigeons.
Wait, did they make a Kirk Cameron joke? I missed it.
They kind of did.
They called him Kurt Cameroon. Take that.
That's right.
Take your intelligent design and shove it up your I
was gonna say, get fucking wasted, Cameron. Alright.
The good feathers. Yep.
You gotta remember the good feathers, the literal Martin Scorsese joke. Just because that's what everyone wanted to... Oh, listen, all the kids were like, yeah, I love Casino.
Oh, they called Don Knotts John Snots. Wow. Really taking it to him.
Alright, okay, I think that's a good pigeon up there, and I think I have to kill them. So let me
Good.
get,
Hey, this looks pretty
here.
nice. This is a good-looking video game. I like the colorful background there.
I want to get up there. No, this is pissing me off.
Characters are a little small, but they're nicely
fuck,
detailed.
I'm moving.
They got some frames of animation to them.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, I have to get up on there. Okay, maybe I have to do...
Chicken Boo, yeah, was the exact same joke every time.
Okay, get his ass. Okay.
A great example of a show that you should absolutely not revisit as an adult. Yep. I have not seen an Animaniacs episode in a good 10 years, and I'm okay with that. I liked it as a kid. That's good enough for me. It doesn't always have to be for me.
Okay, maybe he can push. Push this. God, okay. It's fine. I'm just stuck at the first level.
Freakazoid is very similar in a lot of the same ways. So from what I've seen of this game, it seems more of a puzzle platformer. It's based on the different Animaniacs abilities.
Okay, I'm gonna try to kiss this guy away. Yep, that's what I had to do. I had to kiss the fucking good feather. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yep. That makes sense.
I had to fucking kiss Joe Pesci as a bird there.
We're also relitigating Freakazoid, which tends to happen every time we bring up Animaniacs. So
that
that's
does
fine.
happen! I am like...
It's just, it was a thing. You saw this as a kid and you loved it, and if you saw it as an adult, you maybe don't love it nearly as much. Oh, they run through the air when you drag them behind you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm charmed. I kind of like the way this game looks.
Okay, what do I...
Maybe you need to be one of the...
Oh, I see what I need to do. Okay.
Let's talk Hysteria. No one saw Hysteria, come on.
Are you kidding me?
I used to watch it a few times when it was on before school.
I totally watched Hysteria. I was huge into Hysteria because I was the fucking worst.
A minute ago I saw someone compare this to Lost Vikings, and yeah, that is kind of similar. The whole character-based platforming thing.
Hey.
Don't typically consider those mascot platformers, but there's so much platforming involved, we gotta kiss him.
Oh, I bet that is what I have to do. Oh, that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kissing works. Hysteria had a good theme. That's about all anyone's saying about it. I don't remember cartoons, no. Not a single one.
Nah, cartoons are, cartoons never came out. They don't exist.
Whoa, they said damn in Hysteria?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
All I remember about Hysteria is there was a very loud girl, and also who I very much identified with as a child. I was a teen at the time, and there was a, that frog-voiced child, who the joke was that he had a frog-like voice.
Man, I remember less about it than I thought.
I was why, as in the 90s, I was so into these cartoons for children, aside from the fact that, well, I was a child in the 90s, but...
Did it play a little bit of the Pinky and the Brain theme when they died? Makes you wonder. Oh, that thing is straight out of Rocket Knight. That is borrowed tech right there. Duck.
I can't duck.
Can
There's
one of
no
them
ducking
duck?
mechanism.
One of them's got to be able to duck.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Find the one that's a duck.
I'm trying to make them duck, and none of them can duck.
Interesting. Well, there's probably another way to solve that problem then.
Ugh.
Now you can hit the button on the robot to make it duck, apparently.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would have not figured that out.
Some people just now learning about Hysteria, well, enjoy that knowledge. There's at least one season for you to watch. Thanks to Trough of Luxury for the 100 bits.
Thank you.
Saying the only 1990s cartoon is Exo Squad, all others are implanted memories. Yeah,
I agree.
I think there is an Exo Squad game, platformer even, we have to cover. Or am I getting that mixed up with Doom Troopers? Are those two different things?
You know what? They're not. Let's just say they are two different things.
And how do they relate to the Skeleton Warriors? Okay, they're very different things. That was another thing, though, those action-oriented shows with extreme robots or skeletons or whatever. Decent amount of vehicle segments in this game so far. I guess since it's more...
Hey, that crocodile is so good.
Wow. I like the propeller on its butt. Or is that a buzzsaw?
This isn't... Oh my god, Wacko just took off his head. So that's cool.
Man, I'm missing all kinds of shit. That's a nice elephant.
Can I bonk this guy in the...
Bonk.
That
Nice.
somehow worked!
Some people say the 90s were a decent era for cartoons, and yeah,
Oh my god, they drowned!
it at least felt distinctly different while also building on the past. You can say that about Tiny Toons and also this. Maybe that's why this was so relevant to us as kids, because it took something we were already familiar with and built it out. Like, occasionally you'd see other Warner Brothers characters in both those shows. You're like, yeah, I'm cultured. I watch TV. I know who Bugs Bunny is.
I know who Steven Spielberg is. I know who Prince is.
And now I know his bastard son, Buster Bunny.
Just grabbed something cool. Alright.
Why do I remember the survey about George Winton beans? Maybe just because that's so stupid.
That was really funny. That segment I do remember. I think I remember it because it was a funny joke.
I can't say whether it was funny, but it's memorable, so that counts for something. Oh, it's been so long I don't even remember the context, but yeah.
I remember the context. They were at the fucking mall, and
Do you like beans? Do you like George Wendt? Do you
that
like
was
beans with
back.
George Wendt?
Yeah, that was a time when, God, for all you young folks, there was a time when you could go to the mall and there were people there taking consumer surveys, and
Oh, that's true, yeah.
the mall I went to, I don't know because if it was where I lived or what, but they were always doing product surveys. There was always someone there. They were doing product surveys. They were testing,
No, California.
yeah, they were testing fucking,
The key test market.
yeah. I did a lot of test marketing for commercials and juices, because I like free juice, and I like going to the mall, and I also liked, once again, free juice. It's actually how I saw, I probably mentioned it before, but that's how I saw that cool rough animatic of the Charmin Bears ad before it came out,
Nice.
where everyone in the audience was like, what the fuck is this? It was great.
Buster and Babs are not cousins. There's clearly no relation.
Yeah, no relation. They literally say no relation. It's just, you know.
Happy to clear that up.
How do I... Goodbye.
Some good stories here. About moms being bribed, people having to take surveys, test marketing crap.
Oh, I think I'm...
Yeah, the more of this I see, it really does feel like Rocket Knight, specifically the two-legged robot you were on, and now you have a minecart sequence, which is really similar.
Well, I've played it for about 15 minutes, so I think it's your turn.
Okay, what have you done to them?
I've killed them!
I let you play for a few minutes, and now look at them.
I've murdered them because, it just felt like the right thing to do, sweetie pie. Alright, thank you so much to JoeBush.net for the 12-month reason of the whole damn year. Thank you. Enjoy your crowned Rolo there. JoeBush.net says this was one of the first video games I played. Oh man, that's awesome. And yeah, this is different from the SNES one, and I will say it, I think this is better.
And thanks for the sub.
Thank you so much.
In honor of it, I'm going to shut them up in the water tower.
You just arrested them.
Yep, they are under arrest. Alright, now I get to play the video game. Let's see what this whole thing's like.
Alright, don't die. I wish they would throw Tim the Toolman Taylor in the water tower, but I unfortunately don't think that their universes ever crossed. Which is a real fucking shame. I think there are a lot of celebs from the 90s who should have been in that water tower instead of the Animaniacs, but maybe I'm just biased. Oh yeah! I forgot they were seeing a psychiatrist. Oh no! Oh, I'm remembering way too much about the show. No, this is unlocking some,
Yeah, it's kind of a weird feeling, right? Like you feel things are about to be unlocked that you haven't thought of in many years. You're just like, I know this, but where from?
I just remembered the Goodfellas were on a fucking statue of Martin Scorsese. What the fuck? Anyways, I'm feeling normal.
Alright, so C button changes your character, A button uses their special ability, and B button jumps. Keeping it simple. The complexity is limited to the interactions themselves. Very Lost Vikings-ish now that I think about it. Maybe that was their inspiration.
Yeah, it really does feel that way. I kind of like that. Yeah, Codeman mentions that that one segment in Animaniacs, the Please 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 Get a Life segment, was based off of alt.tv.animaniacs fan postings. In fact, they quote from the fan postings in that segment, apparently.
Inspired by news groups.
Yeah.
Ripped from the headlines.
What's funny about that is that show really did have a very large adult audience, especially from the internet, and I mostly know about that because when I went to try to meet the Animaniacs voice actors as a child and do a child-oriented thing related to Animaniacs, I couldn't because I was crowded out by nerd adults.
Oh my god,
yeah.
You were one of the first to experience that phenomenon.
Yes,
I'm sure many children relate nowadays.
It very much reminded of the Brony situation. I was very excited to enjoy this thing.
The Brony situation.
Yes, I was excited to enjoy this thing as a child, and then when we got there, the line was completely filled with adults looking to be
There was an episode of Bob's Burgers about that.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking good. It kind of pissed me off because I was actually really excited to meet the voice actors and I was the only child there. It sucked. I think there was another child who ended up walking away with me too. They're like, ah, damn.
If it's any consolation, you are not alone.
Yeah.
Damn, so maybe we can blame Animaniacs for the whole bronyism. Not that it's specific. It's not specific to that show. It's just the most recognizable example of it happening. It's
an example of adult fans, I feel, kind of taking up a lot of space about a thing aimed towards children. You can see that a lot with a lot of modern kids shows. Yeah,
and it's going to reach new heights with the new Animaniacs, which is going to encourage adult fans to go to war with children.
Honestly, that's what I want. Just absolutely go to war with kids. If you like a kids cartoon, yeah.
Invade their Club Penguin spaces. Tell them they're idiots.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a Club Penguin convention, those kids better not try to enjoy it.
Okay, how do I do this part?
I don't know. I never figured it out.
Anyone want to give me any hints?
I definitely think you need to bonk them. And you need to jump there. There you go. But I think you need to bonk those sides. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the other one does either. Oh, I see. Okay.
Whoops. Shouldn't have done it that time.
Well...
Okay, you can just use the mallet anytime, it looks like. Now I know what to do. Or do I?
There you go. Oh, okay.
It's on the thing itself. Just like, man, there's a ride-on thing in Rocket Knight exactly like this.
Goodbye.
And I still died. I bet you there was some Rocket Knights team involved in this. This could be a secret classic, this game. I'm kind of liking it.
Oh yeah, I don't think Animaniacs invented it, but getting extremely heated about children's cartoons is definitely something that happened in this era. So maybe we should thank the 90s for that, because that has never ended.
Hey, that's increased engagement, means more spending. You got more demographics at the expense of the younger ones. But who cares about them?
Why should we care about children enjoying this children's cartoon?
I can't wait to play the next Animaniacs game on this stream. We always have the best discussions.
I just get really heated, but I think I'm just in a very sour mood today. So I'm taking it out all. I'm taking it out all on those poor adult fans who fucking. Oh no!
Rats.
Rats.
Maybe I could have jumped on that ladder. There are good adult fans. It's just...
Oh, yeah.
You've seen the internet. People take it too far.
They do. It's like, no, yeah, it's like I'm also calling myself out for taking kids' cartoons too seriously, because I also watch, I'm watching through the Avatar The Last Airbender right now, and I'm really, really enjoying it, and having my own discourse in my own head that I'm never going to share with other people.
Can't believe Aang is such a shithead. What a fucking idiot. That's what you're thinking.
I'm not thinking that. I'm like, damn,
Stupid child.
I can't believe this child is unequipped to save the world. What a baby. I think the show is toxic.
If it was up to me, I would be the best Last Airbender.
Listen, if I was a Last Airbender, I wouldn't, and I saw, like my mentor said, I wouldn't cry. I would do something really cool and badass, like take out a gun. Why doesn't he just take out a gun? Why doesn't...
No! Should I just try the ladder? I'm gonna try the ladder. Can all of them climb? Or is it just one of them?
Don't try to climb. I think you need to jump ahead of time. You need to jump on those platforms there, I think.
There's platforms?
Yeah, and they're in the background. They look like platforms you can jump on.
Okay. Let's try that.
So yeah, Okay, I'm glad everyone's on board for Avatar. Yes, the last gunbender. Yeah, well, I can see the Animaniacs having guns. They seem like, out of all the 90s cartoon characters...
I bet there's some production art where they drew Wacko with a gun.
Okay, very interesting. According to Codeman, this is from the assistant programmer of Rocket Knight, Koji Komada.
Aha, I knew it.
There you go, good connection, good catch. Alright, so the platforms are going to come up right about there. Here.
Okay.
And then just across.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is a genius.
Yes, I am a brain genius. Thank you so much to Bayhan Art for the 100 bits. Bayhan Art says, thanks for having such a fun community and charm to your streams.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I like this community. Y'all are nice. Come on.
Thank you, Blap.
There we go.
Blap, thank you so much. Also, yeah, I'm going to say it. Yakko's wearing Jinkos. Not in this image, but in general, yes. He has very wide slacks. That's part of his appeal, is that he has a hammer space in his pants.
His pads.
His pads. Hey, we hit 6. I just want to say, Danny, we did it. Look at what we hit. We hit
69,000 views.
views.
Thanks to everyone helping to make this major milestone possible.
Oh, it's such a nice milestone. Thank you.
What a moment.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you for the nices. I was gonna call them the nieces, but that's a totally different thing.
Alright, meat. Oh, the meat revealed different blocks. It's meat power.
Try with a... There you go.
Oh, but can he pull? Yes, he can. His special ability is to pull.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, I see.
You gotta take it out and then maybe hit it.
I will say the puzzle approach makes this the pacing kind of slow, but that's intentional. It's not built like a traditional platformer. This was a thing back then. They wanted to put more puzzle elements in these games. I think they succeeded.
real quick, some more info about the Rocket Knight Adventure connection with this game here. Electric Boogaloo Funk mentions lead programmer of Rocket Knight Adventures, Kenichiro Horeo, apologies if I mispronounced that, was program advisor on Animaniacs, and Tomikazu Kirita also produced both games. So, this has a lot of overlap.
It sure does.
They're like, let's just do Rocket Knight with these little bastards.
Maybe I should get a copy of this game. Oh no, bad meat.
Oh, you're going to the meat dimension! Oh, I love it!
The meat took me back in time. What? I must have forgotten that episode where Yakko goes completely insane after eating meat.
So he's like, whatchamacallit, so he's like Bonk then.
Yeah.
I'm being informed that this image is a real Animaniacs. Yes, I know that Animaniacs cover because I actually had all the Animaniacs comics as a child. I have to tell you something, they weren't that good. In fact, they were actually kind of shitty, but I did have them, and I did... That issue, by the way, I loved that issue because I thought that cover was so cool. As a kid, I was like, look, it's like that cool thing!
Yeah, that's so edgy.
The fucking comic, like... I ended up taking the cover art and putting it up on a wall because I thought it was so cool.
I think there should be a shot-for-shot remake of Pulp Fiction with the Animaniacs.
God, fuck yes.
I don't think anything bad could happen from that. The same movie, same dialogue, just different characters. Did that open the... Okay, good.
You did it, hey!
Alright, it's boss time.
Frappe, yes, I do remember Simpsons Illustrated. I actually had that as a kid, too. I also had, I was also a big fan of Nickelodeon magazine, which I don't know if they had that in the UK, but I was,
Simpsons Illustrated and the comics tended to be pretty good from what I remember.
Yeah, the comics are great.
There they are. Look at them.
Oh shit, they're little those other little bastards.
And he comes after you if you hit him.
Thank you, Remnant, for the 69 bits.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really liked the Treehouse of Horror editions of the Simpsons comics, because they get a bunch of, like, not actual stuff here. They get a bunch of, like, more well-known comic artists and indie artists and stuff to do, like, different stories in an anthology, and I really enjoyed it.
What to do when he just rampages around with the, the net?
Die, I guess.
I guess so. I guess the right course of action is to die. Have we played enough of this?
I think so.
Animaniacs for Sega Genesis. Kind of a mixed reaction to this one. I'm curious to see what people think about it. I enjoyed it. It's just a little bit slow, a little more leisurely paced, let's say, than something like Rocket Knight. But it does remind me of Rocket Knight, and that's always a good thing. Now let's shut them back up in their tower.
Go to hell.
Take that, Animaniacs. What even are you?
You're little bastards.
Next up, our second game, second place in this week's poll. Another game you could have seen in the afternoon after coming home from school. Disney's Gargoyles.
Oh man, so this was a show I did not like as a child because I thought it was too serious.
I didn't like it at all. I saw a couple episodes and I was like, oh, where's the jokes?
Okay, so I'm not the only one with like inferior whatever cartoon taste.
Yeah.
Everyone I know is like, oh, it's so good, it's so serious, and I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good and serious and all that good stuff.
I've heard this game is very hard. Yeah, people are already confirming this is a difficult game, so good luck. It's also one of the later Genesis games. It was released in '95, so therefore it was doomed to have a cardboard case instead of a cool plastic one.
See, I as a child, I hear Viking sorcerers in the Eye of Odin and gargoyles and in an interdimensional war.
And I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to see.
To be fair, though, a lot of kids got really into it. Like, I know a few people who are, like, super into gargoyles. You threw that dude into a wall and he died.
Like, gargoyles seems cool. It seems like something I could get into.
So the deck is stacked against this game as far as us giving a shit about the source material. But this being a 1995 first-party Sega game, it has some good presentation, has some nice animation on the main character there.
Like this.
I played a little bit of this earlier. You can climb, you can double jump. There's actually a lot of moves you can do, and it's still only 3 buttons somehow.
Goodbye. That guy not see me.
I think you got him. There you go.
I don't like that scream that she did. That's kind of upsetting. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like hearing... Call me crazy, I don't like hearing women scream like that. I'm like, oh, that's upsetting.
Other people are like, yeah, gargoyles never interested me. I'm okay with that. Like, not every show has to be for me. I'm okay with never having watched much of gargoyles.
Same here. Like, there's a ton of modern shows and cartoons and shit that I'm just, like, bounce right off of. But I'm glad it's there for folks who like it.
Oh, Avi saw gargoyles, but
Oh,
never
God.
saw episodes in order, which is apparently a problem, because it's a very narrative-focused show. Boy, this game loves dithering. Is this the first wall-to-wall dithered video game? Everything from the walls to the characters to the floor. The freaking moon is dithered. Look at that up there.
Oh, Jesus!
Well, you murdered another person.
I don't like that, Danny.
Yeah, continuity in a kid's cartoon, imagine. Even something like Adventures of Batman and Robin, which unfortunately didn't win this week's poll, didn't have much narrative continuity compared to something like this.
Am I supposed to...
You gotta tackle the wall.
Thank you, did it.
I love this real-time walkthrough. That's actually very helpful for Fridays.
How do I...
Darkened mint ice cream moon. Yeah, it looks delicious.
Oh, shit!
Alright, so far I like the fact that the game really sells the fact that you're a big, heavy fucking gargoyle, just smashing through walls and floors and stuff. I bet you can smash through that floor.
Get off.
Do a butt stomp.
Nah.
Aw.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
There we go. Here's another one I can break through. Alright, let's go here.
Yo, listen to this soundtrack. This is the most Jim soundtrack I've ever heard on
so
Sega
Jim.
Genesis. It is the fartiest thing. Fart.
I don't know. I kind of bounced off a lot of action cartoons from the 90s, except for Road Rovers. I did not bounce off of Road Rovers. Yes, I understand the implications, and no, I will not consider them.
A landmark time for animation with gargoyles and Batman and Robin, and no, gotta go for the Road Rovers.
Listen, I thought it was really funny that, you know, all these dogs from around the world were really cool, and hey, they made jokes in Road Rovers. That's why I liked it, I think.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
They made a lot of jokes in Road Rovers.
Yep, FM, fart modulation. That's what we're hearing here.
I think most of the jokes in Road Rovers were like, we're superheroes, but we're also dogs, so we're sniffing each other's ass.
You're being asked, what do you think of Biker Mice from Mars?
Bounced off of it. I don't think there were enough jokes for me. Unlike Road Rovers, which had jokes. Again, I was a really simple child.
Road Rovers or Mighty Ducks?
Never watched Mighty Ducks. No, wait, I tried to, and again, my one problem, not enough jokes. I know you're all gonna be like, Road Rovers didn't have any jokes, and it probably didn't.
I don't think anyone remembers the actual Biker Mice from Mars cartoon. Like, even the Super Nintendo game is typically more well-known than the cartoon itself. And believe it or not, there was a PS2 Biker Mice from Mars game. I bought it, used at a local store, never played it, and sold it. That's my story.
Nice.
That's how interested I am in Biker Mice from Mars.
I'm getting trebuchet over here. I'm getting trebuchet over here.
Is that a word?
Yeah. These things. Oh, well, those things. It's the trebuchets. Or trebuchets or whatever.
I would have just called it a catapult.
Catapults, yeah. But what, it's, you know, same thing. I'm probably wrong, and some trebuchet hype fans are gonna get mad at me.
Yeah, you're being a real trebuchet right now.
That's true.
There were not iPhone Biker Mice from Mars revival games, were there? Actually, that sounds like something that could have happened. This does look a decent bit like Demon's Crest. It does have that similar gothic style, I guess you would call it. Biker Mice from Mars Tapped Out. I played Simpsons Tapped Out for a good couple weeks.
Oh my god, me too.
I got into it at the point where there was like 2 years of updates, so it had to download 2 years worth of updates, which itself took hours. And then it was like, hey, you've ran out of space on your phone. I was like, well, shit.
Oh shit, I'm on the ceiling now. Can I go out this way? No. See if I can bounce out here? No.
Biker Mice from Mars and other regions apparently had a gag dub. That could work.
I could see
Make
that
it like
working.
Samurai Pizza Cats or something. Being invaded by r/trebuchets.
That's fair.
Trebuchet fans on Reddit.
I'm normal and I'm not stuck.
See, we're here to stimulate the old brain meats. People are thinking about shows they haven't thought of in 20 years. You brought back memories of the Road Rovers. We're discussing Biker Mice from Mars. You gotta go through a wall to the right.
Okay, I see the wall there. Nice. Okay, I didn't know if I could do that. Okay.
Yeah, you really gotta use your bulk in this game.
Yeah, you gotta be a real meaty man. Made of just like fucking concrete and shit.
That makes it a little different from other platformers, like Mario doesn't throw his weight around.
And
What's he ever done? This is very 90s level design, yeah. Just go around through this giant map, smashing through walls. This feels informed by Earthworm Jim and the games that came right before it. Oh, I could have put Earthworm Jim on this week's poll. I had an excuse. He had a cartoon.
He did.
Well, I'll never find another excuse.
Sorry, man.
Jim-like, yeah.
No, no.
Mario had his butt stomp, yeah. I guess he does throw his weight around when he butt stomps. And when he turns into a balloon for some reason. Did you just make him fart? That totally sounded like a fart noise.
You know, if I could make... What's this guy's name? Big Man? I always forget.
Yeah, Big Man.
If I could make Big Man fart, you know I would be making him fart constantly. So.
Goliathfarts.flv. Yeah, see, there's another cartoon for you to remember and think of. We're making you remember. We gotta look at the past, in terms of the media we consumed, so we can figure out where things went wrong and fix it.
Okay,
And our first step is to reboot Animaniacs. Okay, Simon points out this game has cheats if it comes to that point, and it may, because I've heard this game is very hard.
Did I beat a level?
Did you?
Shh. Wait.
Feels like progress. Yeah, now run! Do it! You beefy beast.
I am made of pure meat.
You beefy muscular thing that's made out of stone.
Okay.
What was their deal? They turned into stone in like the modern era, but they were real gargoyles back then?
They're under a curse, I think, where they... Listen, some Gargoyle superfan, please correct me here. They turn into a... At night, they are stone, and during the day, they are cool critters? No, during the day they're stone, and during night they come alive. Okay, I remember now. I never saw the show, but I knew that because... I guess I would flip through the channels while I was waiting for Road Rovers.
What the hell is Monster by Mistake? I've never heard of that.
I have never heard of that. I watched a lot of obscure 90s shit. Anybody here watch Zusha?
Zusha.
You had a reaction there that I really liked.
Seeing mentions of... No, fuck it, Zusha. I only saw ads for Zusha. I never saw the actual show. That was on at like 6 in the morning, right?
Yeah, it was on, okay, where I was, it was on super early, but it was on like around the same time as like, you know, if you wanted to watch your Animaniacs or your Samurai Pizza Cats, like way in the, not Animaniacs, I'm sorry, Sailor Moon, like the way early time. So I would wake up early and watch it, and I'm not gonna lie, there is a really good, there's a stunt performer in it who performed, there are two characters who were basically wearing fursuits and doing gymnastics, and one of them I think was in a Mortal Kombat TV show at some point.
Nice.
He was amazing, yeah. It was...
Okay,
is on YouTube.
I remember the chanting of Zusha.
Yeah.
In the ads, yeah.
I recommend watching an episode because it is... It's a non-Euclidean children's show. It is just absolutely... It's an Americanized version of a Brazilian kids show.
Yeah.
But they try to make it more American, and it is weird. Apparently, they would film 6 episodes in a row, like, every day, and so you could tell because some episodes the kids were really excited, and other ones the kids just looked like they wanted to just sleep.
It's claimed that Jeff Dunham was part of the show.
I could see that. I don't remember him being, like, I don't remember seeing him on the show, but I could see him being in one of the episodes. Because, like, fucking everyone was on that show. The fucking Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were in an episode.
I also enjoy the phrase non-Euclidean children's show.
You gotta see it! Zoo Show, it did exist. It is what it is, and there were, like...
Having fun? Are you ready for me to take over?
Hey, I did the tricky jump!
Hey, good.
Even while thinking about Zusha.
Just thinking about Zusha.
I thought...
Can you bust through ceilings in this game?
I tried, I can't.
Oh, okay.
You might be able to, and I just can't do it. No, you...
Dr. Zitbag's Transylvania Pet Shop. No, you're making stuff up now. A couple of these shows, it was pointed out, may have been Canadian only. The shows that are claimed to be UK only could be fake for all I know, but...
Okay, I do. Okay, hold on. No. I do remember fucking... Okay, I saw a show mentioned it, but I have to keep playing. Gargoyles, how dare you?
Zoobilee Zoo.
Oh my god. Oh, no, I watched Zoobilee Zoo. No, I didn't watch Zoobilee Zoo. I watched, hold on. Codeman, you mentioned that show. I watched that show, and Wienerville, that was what you said. Wienerville, what the fuck was up with Wienerville?
I want to play.
Please play.
Thank you. Okay, I'm playing the video game.
Okay.
It looks like C button jumps, B button swats. Oh, you got a combo. What's this A button do? Did you ever find a use for it?
That's the one that grabs people and throws them on the ground.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, he's fast. Why is he so fast?
Now you all have the curse of understanding and knowing Wienerville again.
Think about Wienerville.
Understand the concept of Wienerville.
Can I grab this? Yeah, there we go. Slam him. Wow, for such a beefy character, you're just so maneuverable. Very fast.
Yes! Show me the Gargoyles Gathering Convention costume contest. Let me see the winner. Okay, that's actually really well done, but also extremely fucking furry, and I respect it. Yes! Wienerville had the absolute... Okay, so Wienerville, for those who don't remember it, or who weren't alive during it, because I'm old, it was basically like one of those old kids' variety shows where they would show old cartoons, ones that were really cheap to license, and they would have segments in between where these puppets, these horrible puppets with the face of men, would go through these random sketches, and the cartoons themselves sucked fucking bad, real bad. They were the 60s Warner Brothers Cool Cat shit.
Oof.
I think
well, you gotta market them somehow.
They had 1 or 2 like UPA cartoons that didn't suck, but most of them were really just god awful.
Speaking of stuff that sucks, you seen this shit? Oh man! Oh man! Oh no! Our next game is well, okay. I still gotta play the video game. But you see what's happening here, right? You gotta climb up this long shaft, and things are constantly shooting at you, and if they hit you, you lose your balance and you fall. This is all level 1. Level 1 is really long. You know what, I'm gonna take a death here.
Cambrian era, I never saw the King Koopa show, which is a damn...
I only learned about that many years later. Oof, dead.
Well, he's a shattered man now.
Okay, now I can do this.
Okay, there are cheats for flight, full healing, and also just plain invincibility if you need.
I may choose the invincibility one in a second. I want to do this, though. I don't want to be beaten by the children's game.
Alright. Simon, if you want to hit me up with those cheats, I would appreciate it, because God almighty.
It's like a freaking war zone out here. I'm just a gargoyle. Gargoyling over here.
You know what? I would be surprised if there wasn't any fan art of the gargoyles with guns, because...
Gungoyles.
Yeah, exactly. It just works.
There we freaking go.
Holy sh...
No!
That's such a... Stop! No!
Some say this
Can
game...
I get an F in the chat for poor fucking Danny?
Quiet, Alf. It's that one. That part. That part. It gets me.
Oh, okay.
Freaking dithered moon laughing at me. You can't hear it laughing, but I hear it.
No, I can hear it laughing.
It thinks this shit is hilarious. Like, these two up here need to get out of sync slightly so I can actually climb and make it. And once you do, it's a real tight timing up here. And you just gotta make all the jumps and don't miss one. There you go. That's how you play the game.
Alright, I got an invincibility code coming up for you if you want it. It is, okay, pause the game and press A, B, right, A, C, A, down, A, B,
there, I did it.
Right, and, oh, okay. Then I'm just saying. Anyways, the minute you get a shield, you lose your invincibility.
Okay, no shields, got it. We're at a boss fight. I don't know, the game was pretty manageable outside of that last segment, but man, show some mercy.
I am being shown, Danny, the host of a children's show from the show called Mully Grubs. I am terrified to look.
Mully Grubs?
Here goes. Ah!
Whoa, that's just face.
That is... That's okay. Australia? Okay, that makes sense.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, strike the shit out of him. Look at that. Wow. That was a little... It's a little gratuitous, but alright. We did beat level 1. Siege of the Rookery. Stay the fuck away from my rookery. Oh, look at the lighting on him. Look at that shit.
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay,
Tell this
apparently there's oh wow, there's a lot of guns in Gargoyles. I forgot. Yeah, everyone in Gargoyle already had, so they don't need guns because they already had guns. Yes, gargoyle eggs. Gargoyles do come from eggs. I know part of the gargoyle thing is that gargoyles are part of an interdimensional, lifelong war of some sort. I don't fucking know.
Where am I going? Do I like this? Did you like this?
I don't know how I felt about this. I liked it but didn't like it. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Okay.
I'm kind of torn on this one. It has good things about it. I'm not so sure if it's fun, though. But I want to go down. Let me down. Let me go down. No? Huh? Here we go.
I'm learning all about the Gargoyles gun lore. Okay, first of all, only the bad guys in Gargoyles use guns. Second of all, they had a gun control arc. And third of all...
They did?
There was an episode where one of the Gargoyles accidentally shot their human friend, and then they didn't air that episode after they aired it once, so that's good.
That's not funny, but actually it kind of is.
I mean, I'm sorry if... I'm sorry, maybe I'm sick and twisted, but if there was an episode where one of the Animaniacs accidentally shot their friend and they had to commiserate, I would probably laugh.
Well, that would be funny.
I'm sorry.
Am I at a dead end here? How do you do that smash through the floor thing?
You have to move and it's either A or, you have to jump and it's like either A or B. Yeah, that's the one you would go to.
Okay, it's not doing anything. But this is a switch up here, right? Why won't he... Yeah, look, it switches, but he keeps swinging off it. Is it hot? Too hot to the touch?
Maybe.
There's a bunch of lava here.
I'm just being sent so many gargoyles with guns. I appreciate it. Okay, this is good. Apparently I'm being sent something from DeviantArt, so you know it's going to be normal.
Oh boy.
Let's see. It is... Da-da-da! The Disney princess has random gargoyles and they look like shit. I love them. Oh, look, there's Simba as a gargoyle and there's Shrek as a gargoyle.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can. You can make Shrek a gargoyle. You can make Shrek whatever you want.
That's against all the copyright laws.
Well, copyright is fake anyway.
You know, it feels like the game's funneling me upwards, but there's nothing up there
What
I could
I
get
love
to.
here is that the beast is here, and he's part gargoyle.
Who has the long play open? What am I doing wrong here?
That is a vent you close by swinging on the up chain there. Okay, so you close the vent.
Do I gotta open it? Where's this vent?
I want to say that was a vent. Drop down after swinging on the chain, I'm seeing.
Alright. Oh, hold up. Does it close this thing?
Yeah.
Alright. Now I get you. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. There. Okay. Now that should turn off and everything. Yeah.
Hey, alright. Thank you for the hints. Do appreciate that.
It also takes you back down to the floor below and makes you repeat the first part of the stage.
Cool.
There's a lot to be said about these latter generation 16-bit platformers. Because that was in the full swing of the whole you can't rent this at Blockbuster and finish it, so we gotta make it really hard. And it's feeling like that may be at work here. That whole philosophy. Who has that philosophy? You're wrong.
Okay, so this is apparently by the programmer of your favorite game, Cliffhanger.
Oh, the Sony ImageSoft Cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And the source code is online if anyone wants to...
Anyone want to fix this?
So can someone... Listen, we know that making games is easy, so if someone could just really quickly edit the code and make it so we can win, that would be really, really nice. We'd really appreciate it.
Well, they did put in cheat codes. Okay, we made it. Progress.
What? You're in the hoop zone.
There's a lot of dudes here celebrating their hoops.
So it looks like we're gonna play like...
Wait, there's a bunch of arms back there hanging on hoops.
Yeah, what the fuck? So I don't... Yes, exactly. Yes, S8, that's exactly. What you need to do is change the value of win game to true.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Make game good equals 1. This event? It is. Boy, the more I play of this, it does feel very Earthworm Jimmy-ian. Just these big, massive level chunks that aren't especially intuitive to navigate.
Yeah, it does, right? Like, it feels very...
It feels like they were trying to make the level design more organic, but it's harder to visually parse what it is you have to do.
You apparently need to ride a ball to the top. What ball? They're balls?
Yeah, this one. Ugh.
Yeah, it is. I guess you could say it's very set-piece oriented. Okay, I agree with that.
That's a way to put it, yeah. Anyone else agree with what I'm saying? Am I just nuts?
I know there's some agreement here. I'm seeing some folks who are like, it's... Okay, I did see Earthworm Jimmy and Bimmy, which I don't know if that agrees with it or not, but I agree with it personally.
Oh, so close!
You're getting there.
This part especially feels like, you know, those parts of Earthworm Jim where you swing by your neck. It's exactly like that.
Okay, people are calling you, they're like, I agree with you, Danny is nuts. I agree with Danny, but he's nuts.
Good. As long as you agree with me, that's all that matters.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, you're nuts, don't worry. So
nice.
Thank you.
Good to get confirmation.
Luckily, I hear the Animaniacs can refer us to a good psychiatrist, so we're fine.
The really great thing about this part is that if you do it wrong, you get hurt in the process. So it's not just a matter of trying it over and over again. It's the fact that you're probably going to die while you get used to it. Take that, Blockbuster. I'm trending negative on this game.
Yeah,
There are good things about it.
Do you want the code for Infinite Flight?
Yes.
Alright, Simon.
I thought you had it.
No, I didn't.
Don't offer if you don't have it.
I was repeating what you were being asked. You were asked if you wanted the code, so I just...
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Press start, then press C, A, left, A, C, A, B, then start again. And now you can fly when you hold A, B, and C.
Did you hear that? The Sega scream happened. There we go. Fuck this. Fuck this. There we go.
Oh, this game is good now.
Yeah.
No way, this game kicks ass now.
Finally, a good game. All right, maybe this game isn't so bad. Maybe it's a pretty fun game for fans of the show, and you just need to get good at it to appreciate it. Yeah, like me.
Yeah, like Danny.
Oh, this looks tough. All right, good. Nice level y'all made. Oh, I got stuck in a wall.
It's fine. I'm sorry, just... You'll be glad to know that code, I don't know if you noticed what it spelled out, but it spelled out call a cab, so...
Call a cab, yep.
That's so good.
I think I figured out this guy's pattern.
Oh my god.
This ain't cheating either, this is for real. Thor hates being clawed in the nuts.
I mean, so does Richard Nixon, so...
Worked for Socks the Cat.
He's getting
he got out of
it.
He's back in.
Oh, good. Oh yeah, I forgot that one of the gargoyles was canon gay, but they couldn't talk about it. Oh, there's a lot of characters like that in the 90s.
A gay goyle?
Danny! Anyway, this is the gay goyle that the, this is the character that the gay gargoyle wanted to kiss, and honestly, I see it. It's a very hunky stag.
Oh, are we in the present now?
Yes!
About freaking time. Well, let's briefly see what this is like before we move on. Finally, this is what the kids came here to see. Massive gargoyle just wrecking shit in the modern world. Why you gotta start off in the lava world that sucks?
Okay, Chad is clamoring for gay goyles. Disney?
Are you listening, Walt Disney?
Get your head out of the freezer and listen up, Walt. We got a killer idea for you.
Oh, that's how you do that.
You just fly over them?
Yeah.
Okay,
see, this is cool. Busting through
cool.
these houses, seeing these interior shots. Look at this wonderfully dithered room. Perfect vertical stripes. Oh, the wallpaper is just... Imagine looking at that all day. Oh, look at this. You got the grid pattern here, you got the stripe pattern here. I'm telling you, every element of this game is dithered.
I love how much you are enamored with the dithering.
Well, look, there's so much of it.
There really is.
You can break this sign. I wonder if you can spell out anything rude. Yeah, Red's ball sack. See?
Oh, that's... Damn. Danny, you're rude.
It's the gargoyle, man.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
the one going around farting. Mr. Lucky's Diner, more like... Mr. Lucky's Durr. Ah, got him. Oh, God.
Red bees suck, red bees suck. Yeah, red bees do suck. That is such shitty, sorry, I'm just gonna say it. That vandalism really sucks, Dan. You can do better.
Hey, it's hard to make words out of existing words.
That's fair, it is.
I'm getting wrecked by these freaking laser drones. Okay, we're fine. Broadway theater group, I think more like... Bro-a-thea group. See? See what I did there?
What is this guy's name?
Goliath.
Goliath. Okay, like the roller coasters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, like the roller coasters.
I'm sorry. I haven't ridden a roller coaster in a decade, and yet that's my only frame of reference.
No Vancy. Van's not welcome.
All you vans, fuck off.
I think this might be the most interesting part of the game, vandalizing the signs.
Get their ass.
Metro Bookshop. Metro Bok Shop.
Yeah, take that. Get your box here, man.
Yeah, get your bok choy here. People are going to be confused now. I'm done with this.
Are you done?
Gargoyles, a game that I'm really torn on. I had fun with it, but, well, we'll discuss this during the rankings. Let's move on to something that I know is good.
Do you really know this is good?
Yeah, I do.
Is it? Because I'm a little afraid.
It's got incredible right there in the title. Here it is.
I mean...
Oh, Flying Edge. Ooh, Gray Matter. Alright, so Flying Edge was the substandard Acclaim label. Those were games that Acclaim was ashamed to put their name on. And Gray Matter is the developer of Wayne's World.
Well, thank you so much for watching the show. We really do appreciate it.
Nope, you gotta play this.
Oh,
You're playing it.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Man.
This is good marketing synergy because the Angry Video Game Nerd recently put out an episode about the incredible Crash Dummies. Even did a parody of the Crash Test Dummies.
Alright. An evil army of followers.
Oh, the evil T-9000 is here.
Okay. So has anybody here actually seen the Crash Test Dummies animated series? Because that was something I knew about, but I never fucking watched.
I knew about the toys, not the animated series.
I feel like, God, maybe I was a pretentious little shithead, but I thought the show was beneath me as a child because I was like, Crash Test Dummies, TV show!
Okay, so I can actually give some cultural context for this because
Please.
people in other regions may be confused. Here in the States, we had to have a massive ad campaign to convince people to buckle their safety belts when driving, because you die when you get in a crash and you're not buckled up. So they did this through a series of humorous public safety awareness ads, where it was all like, you can learn a lot from a ducky. You can learn a lot from a dummy, buckle up, was the safety slogan. And they were these crash test dummies who would come apart at the seams whenever they got drunk and drove. I don't think they got drunk, though.
No, they wouldn't. What would happen is they'd be like, hey, we're Crash Test Dummies, and we're gonna fucking die if we, don't need to wear seatbelts because we're just fucking dummies. Are you a dummy? Are you a dumb idiot? Do you not want to wear a seatbelt? Do you want to die?
That's what it was, yeah.
That's literally what it was. Okay,
That's how we convince people to do things. We call them idiots.
Okay, but in America, we kind of do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of, public service announcements out there that are basically like, what are you, a piece of shit? Don't do that.
You can learn a lot from duckies.
So, this is disgusting.
Oh, it's Mr. Bones.
No, I don't want this. Okay, I got some of my body back.
Oh my god, it's exactly Mr. Bones.
Oh, he makes a hacking... No, Danny!
Did Gray Matter invent the idea of Mr. Bones? That was a game where you famously lost body parts and the control would change.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, we've got to constantly be told what's in our best interest, no matter how much we insist it goes against our liberties. That's America, baby. Oh, you're right. No, Plock invented this style of game.
Did they invent the horrible dragging of the body?
Oh, there is music. I had to turn it up.
Yeah, the music is really all over the place.
It's very quiet. I don't see how everyone is saying this is cursed. We've played much more cursed-looking things. And if you saw the cartoon or the ads, you would think this is perfectly normal.
Hey, I saw the well, I didn't see the cartoon, but I saw the ads, and that...
Well, yeah, that's true. In the ads, they never drag themselves around on their dismembered torsos.
Because
that would have been a little disturbing.
Okay, I can jump on them. Alright.
The toys honestly looked cool because they emulated the actual dummies, like they would break apart if you smacked them. They had little cars that you could launch at a wall, just like a car test.
Okay, got a full body again. But yeah, wear a seatbelt, kids.
Don't you hate when you forget where you parked your car?
Oh god.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't trust this thing. Look at this.
Cartoonist sub-mainframe 3D animation.
Jesus!
Is it really 3D animated? I guess I never saw it.
Look at my horrible mess when I...
Is that ducking?
Yes. Okay, it's fine. Can I...
Well, everyone,
fine,
thanks for voting for this. I'm real glad I got to see this.
Oh my god.
It's the last thing I'm going to see heading into the weekend.
Hey, this is...
You lost your car at a theme park? That sucks.
Oh my god, who? Oh no. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry to ask, Danny, what theme park did they say?
What theme park did you lose your car at?
I have to know. I'm so sorry.
This is apparently important. Okay, there was a 2D animated Crash Test Dummies cartoon in addition to 3D animated stuff.
I only remember the 2D one, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Six Flags Atlanta.
Oh man.
I'd imagine they have a pretty big parking lot.
Yes, they do. I bet. I've never
Other
been,
people lost,
but I've heard about
Other people lost their car at a fair. Some people lose it when at the mall. That's a common thing. When people used to go to malls. Hey, you're doing pretty good.
I am. I don't know. I like Six Flags. As much as someone, you know, there's a lot of people hate on Six Flags, and I get it, but I'm gonna put it this way. I like that it's jank. I'm sorry. I like that Six Flags. Listen, I've started to hear roller coaster enthusiasts call roller coasters jank, so
you know,
so it means it's applicable.
That's a lot of words are what I'm looking for at a roller coaster. Jank is not one of them. A jank video game, fine. I can't be killed while playing a jank video game.
They mostly mean like the layouts and stuff like that, not like the coaster's gonna actually murder you.
Oh, Revenant, you're right. Yeah, if you lose your car, they give you a free ride on the Venga bus.
You get it right with Mr. Six, baby. Okay, come on.
Six Flags is kind of jank now that I think about it.
It is, that's why I like them.
They're not Universal, they're not Disney. They're just trying their best.
Yeah, they're not even Cedar Fair. They're just, you know, they're doing what they... I like them because they do what they can under what is obviously not... Like, they spend all their budget on their coasters, and I know what? I respect it.
Bizarrely, from what I'm looking at right now, this looks a lot better than Wayne's World. This looks like a very playable game in comparison. Yeah, we like to party. Roller coasters that run at 10 frames per second. Virtual Highlight, the roller coaster.
You know what? I've definitely read a janky roller coaster before, I'm gonna say it. There's a really infamous roller coaster at Knott's Berry Farm that only lasted for like 6 months. And I fucking rode it and it really sucked.
Oh, go on.
It's called like fucking Windjammers, and some of you who are nerds may know that one, and yeah, I rode it and it fucking sucked. Anyways, continue. What are you gonna say?
It's pointed out that Six Flags only licenses Looney Tunes.
That's true.
Wow. So that's like their big claim to fame, too.
What happened was, the park was actually owned for a while by Time Warner, but they sold it, and now they just license the characters back to Six Flags. So that was why they initially put the characters in the park, was for
all right.
ownership, yeah.
Cedar Point has the peanuts.
Yeah, it's funny, they actually got that when they bought Knott's Berry Farm. They're like, well, we're gonna buy this theme park just so we can put Snoopy everywhere. And they did. And unfortunately, once they put Snoopy in, they got rid of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, so...
Here's a question from Nelson JD. Are there any advertisement games on Switch? You know? That started to be a thing in the Xbox 360 era for a while, but I can't remember seeing anything that specifically promotes a specific product in the eShop lately. I'm thinking specifically of stuff like Doritos Crash Course and Doritos Dash of Destruction. They were all Doritos games, come to think of it. We gotta bring back Advertainment. Make the games free. I shouldn't have to pay for that shit.
Okay, I agree with that.
But if it's good, I might play it. Doritos Crash Course 2, actually a wonderful game. It's been permanently shut down. You can never play it again.
That fucking...
The first one, however, is backwards compatible with Xbox One.
I will say this game, aside from being terrifying, it's good. It's playable. I mean, I wouldn't say it's good, but I mean, it's playable.
It does look playable. Oh, Chex Quest HD, that is a recent thing, but I don't think it's on Switch.
Okay, let's try this fucking again. I think I'm gonna give this to you after I finish this level. After I finish this life, I mean. Sorry, Dan.
I do miss that, Smebble. Yeah, games that feature characters created for commercials that later become popular. You never see that anymore. Where's Chester Cheetah?
Where's Cool Spot?
Where is Cool Spot? Do they even have Cool Spot anymore? I bet they demoted him for saying something racist. I mean,
Danny!
You just suddenly never heard from Cool Spot, and you gotta wonder, what did he say?
Maybe instead of it, maybe it's because he called out the fucking 7-Up execs for saying something real fucking stupid.
It could have been he turned against his corporate masters. 7-Up duck. Yonoid 2 actually does fit our definition here, yeah. And it's weird that that kind of thing wasn't made in sincerity by Domino's. It took the fans to give people what they wanted. This game's still going, huh?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Just gonna look back at the chat.
Sorry,
Anywhere except the horrible dummy.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm alive.
Cool Spot was found dead in Miami. That makes sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Oh
my God! Oh, that's disgusting!
I don't like that. Gonna head right back to the chat.
Oh, please, God!
Robomoe says their school assemblies did Crash Test Dummies little demonstrations in kindergarten. Wow. That's way better than what I had. I know I've told this story before, but I literally saw Jeff Dunham before he got famous, because he was at our elementary school.
What was he doing there?
We had an assembly where they just had this puppeteer, and they were just like, hey, kids, watch this for like an hour. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then years later, I was watching Comedy Central, and I practically had a breakdown after seeing Peanut for the first time in 20 years.
You're like, I thought I dreamed that!
I was like, I know you, but where?
Okay, that's unlocked a memory in me. So, I don't know if they still do those assemblies at school where it's just literally like, here's somebody who can do something cool, like a yo-yo guy or whatever.
Yeah.
We had a yo-yo presentation. We had a presentation like that when I was in elementary school, except it was hip mimes.
Really?
Mimes who broke the fourth wall. Sometimes, like, one of them would occasionally speak and make a mime joke.
They can't talk, they're mimes.
I know, that was part of the joke, because the other mimes wouldn't talk, and the other one would be like, you can't talk, eh? Guess you're one of those mime types, eh?
Sounds like the Animaniacs of mimes.
It really was an Animaniacs mime-style show, and I don't know why they made us watch it. Here's the thing, at the time, our school auditorium had burned down, so we didn't have an auditorium to go to, so we had to do a field trip to another school just to see the mimes!
To use their auditorium to see the mimes.
Yes!
Wow.
Listen.
What a story.
That is probably one of my less upsetting school stories. God, I'm just beefing this chump. Okay, I got this.
Frappe Fiasco sharing a run-in with a Christian puppet guy.
Oh my God, okay.
That is pretty funny.
Okay, I do want to say that when I went to Catholic school, I saw so many Christian puppets. We saw so many, we only, like, half of our presentations were puppet related.
Okay, Ultra Pancake says they also had an assembly at their school where mimes visited and showed off how they do mime stuff.
Okay.
There's some kind of secret mime promotion going on with America's kids back then? What the fuck?
Maybe the mime lobby had more sway.
Maybe just not enough people were becoming mimes and they had to re-educate the youth to help them find mimes funny again.
Yes, the mime re-education camp.
Christian puppet video cassettes.
Wow, it's Danny's turn.
My turn.
It's Danny's turn.
Good work, Alex.
Okay, we did have deer puppets as a child, too. We had puppets telling me about all kinds of shit. None of it stuck.
Alright, so you jump with C, you have a limited amount of wrenches with B. A does nothing. Alright.
Have fun.
Well, I will say this looks very, very similar to Wayne's World in the way that these levels are huge, they make you go up and down and everywhere to progress. Which I guess isn't so different from the games we just played. I guess Grey Matter was ashamed of the music because it's so quiet.
Yeah, it's really quiet, but also the music isn't that good, so...
Yeah. It's also the fact that you lose your limbs as you play, which, gotta say, it ties into the license. It's pretty clever. Not a lot of games did that. Notably Plock and later Mr. Bones.
You know what? Good point, Arnold Rimmer. If mimes are on Twitch, we wouldn't have to worry about them saying dumb shit.
Oh yeah! Wow,
really...
the uncancelable Twitch streamer. It would have to be a mime.
I don't know, you could mime something pretty fucked up if you really wanted to. I'm not talking like, just like...
Hey, all you kids who know sign language, you want to hear something fucked up?
Oh, God. I don't think a lot of mimes do sign... Anyways, I'm now thinking 1,000 things. Yeah, that's the thing. The mime would try to imitate, like, exactly. They would start miming, taking off clothing, and they'd get fucking banned.
Oh, yeah, that would be a no-no. Banned for sexy mime crimes. Oh, here we go. I see. Well, this is not unseen in video games of the era. You'll remember Mario did something very similar, and ruined a lot of people in the process.
That is so much cooler than anything I ever saw at school, Joe Bush. Joe Bush, I'm sorry, this is blowing my fucking mind. Joe Bush says, we had an old dude with a guitar named Hawkeye who taught us about the blues in an assembly once.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Nice.
What the fuck? I saw, like... I must have seen, like, the same anti-drug fucking puppets 50 times. I never saw a cool blues guy. That would have kicked ass.
Oof, not looking too good. I think this is my last health.
Okay, so I saw people talk about Dare puppets. Did anyone here... I went through Dare, like a lot of kids in the time did, but I didn't just go through Dare. There was a Dare, like, the school I went to Dare, like, when I was in 5th grade, but when I was in 3rd grade, I was in a separate elementary school, and at that school, I went through what I can only call a knockoff Dare. It was like Dare, but it wasn't called Dare. It was called, like, Keep Kids Off Drugs or something.
Like, not approved by Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it didn't fucking... Obviously it didn't do shit, I don't know, but it was just... I just remember going through it, and then later I was doing Dare, and I'm like, I've done this before!
I do believe the phrase, what was Dare's phrase? Do war on drugs? What was it?
It was basically do war. No, it was like,
Just say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that phrase was copyrighted or something, because games and other media that tried to have an anti-drug message would often pointedly avoid the phrase "just say no."
Yeah, Just Say No was part of the Nancy Reagan Foundation. Yeah, they, a lot of people made a lot of money licensing that, Just Say No phrase. A lot of that stuff made a lot of money.
Popcorn.
Yummy.
I blew it up.
Oh, man. I want some of that delicious corn. Yes, we did. I also had a Dare graduation ceremony. And I had to write an essay, and my essay was really, really bad, and it didn't win an award. I got kind of mad it didn't win an award, but I'm thinking back on it, and I'm like, good, that really fucking sucked.
I, on the other hand, did win an award for my anti-drug essay, and I got to ride on a float in the San Antonio Boat Parade.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah.
What was your essay about? Was it just like, drugs are bad, I hate them?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, mine was, I tried to be high concept, except I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I was in 5th grade. So I wrote an essay that was...
Was it like from the drugs perspective?
No, but you are kind of getting there with the fact that it was from a fucked up perspective. It was why Shakespeare wouldn't do drugs is written from the perspective of Shakespeare. And I just read a bunch of these, like, I do not like thine drugs, and it was really bad.
I had a time limit.
It was really, really bad. It was absolutely terrible.
Alex, I spent 4 minutes on that level and run at the time limit. Now I have to start all the way over.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I don't think I like this game. It's better than Wayne's World, but oh my god. I was playing careful, too, because it's real easy to lose every part of your body. Like, look at that. You can run, and the game lets you go fast, but if you do, you'll lose all your health. But if you don't, then you run out of time.
Oh, that fucking sucks, Danny. I'm so sorry. And yes, I am aware as an older person who's not in 5th grade that not only would Shakespeare smoke weed, he was probably doing opium and other drugs at the time.
Oh, totally.
Which is probably why I didn't win the award, because I was historically inaccurate.
Mm-hmm. That was the only reason.
The only reason. It wasn't because it would fucking suck shit. I like when you go really fast.
I skipped the inflation segment. You're welcome.
Thank you, God. Yeah, why are there no fucking checkpoints in this game?
You know the worst part? There's a whole bunch of Crash Test Dummies games, and we're gonna have to play all of them.
No.
The NES one is a lot like this, but different. I know there's a Game Boy one. Is that a platformer? Knowing our luck, it probably is. I think this is gonna be my last attempt, since this is going pretty well so far. Bloop. It's the soundscape I like the most.
It's just all bleeps and bloops, and it's like the classic bleeps and bloops of gaming.
Mm-hmm. What is gaming if not a series of bloops and bloops? Think on that for a while.
Oh god, apparently there's an old Retro Prey where they, in the NES version of this game, where they get fucking stuck on the first screen for half an hour.
The Lime Popsicle and Tinky Dink players.
Oh my god.
They were stuck on that one part for a while, and we didn't do much better.
Yeah, I gotta say.
You know, it didn't even say, do you want to continue? It didn't even say game over. It's just, I lost my life, and here we are. In the back seat with the Crash Test Dummies, about to lose our life because they didn't give us seatbelts.
Well, maybe we didn't need seatbelts, you know?
Tragic. Tonight's last game, speaking of tragedy.
I don't wanna.
Oh, no, really?
No, again, thank you all so very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We are on Patreon if you want to support us there.
I'm telling y'all, Yogi Bear was almost in there. Yogi Bear was in a nice third place, and then y'all just collaborated against him. Poor Yogi got rat-fucked right at the end, leaving the door open. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. This is one of many Rocky and Bullwinkle games made by Imagineering. Here you go.
Oh, no. I actually think that it's unfair that I played so much, and I think it's your turn.
No, I think you should play this.
Oh. Hey, Annie?
Yeah?
This music is turning me into the Joker. Let me adjust the screen right here. Hold on. The screen's a little off. There, now you can see all of those goddamn friends.
That's my question, yeah. Is this worse than the NES one? Because the NES game is horrible.
Okay, this music isn't so bad. Oh no, Rocky and Bullwinkle kick ass. I'm a huge Jay Ward fan, which is why I'm not a fan of these games.
Yeah, I want these games to be good, and they're not. Yeah, I saw Rocky and Bullwinkle as a kid. More cultural context. Rocky and Bullwinkle is a show from the 60s?
Yes.
That later got syndicated and used to show up a lot on cable channels like TBS. I think it was on Nickelodeon for a time, too.
Yes. There was a big resurgence in the 90s with it being syndicated in more places, and I know that the rights got really weirdly split at that time. Fucking Disney got home video rights, Universal got theme park rights, and I forget who got distribution rights for TV. It was really weird. It was really popular in the 90s, but...
And that was the time to do that, because a lot of really old media started to have a new lease on life. That's how a lot of us saw Popeye as a kid. Three Stooges shorts were often shown on TBS.
And I think it's important to note that, God help me, I'm going to get a little up my ass here, a lot of kids' entertainment in the 90s, as we mentioned in Animaniacs, and shit, was very... God help me, snarky and sarcastic, you know.
Oh yeah, and they were kind of pioneering in that aspect because they would poke fun at the storylines and stuff.
Like there was like an entire Fractured Fairy Tales that was about how shitty Disney is and things like that. It was a lot of poking fun at pop culture and kind of parody shit, and it really, I think, worked with a lot of the stuff going on in the 90s. Well, thank you for letting me get out my ass. I had my ass a bit there. I really love Rocky and Bullwinkle. I love Jay Ward.
I'm enjoying seeing people's takes on Rocky and Bullwinkle. Uzi, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for throwing away the Rocky and Bullwinkle cartridge. You did the right thing.
Holy shit, someone remembers the Bullwinkle's restaurants. Yes, there was one near me. There was a Bullwinkle's near me. It had a go-kart track and all kinds of shit, and I loved it. I actually went there.
Was that actually Bullwinkle's licensed?
Yes! Oh. They showed Jay Ward cartoons inside, but it kicked ass. I miss it. Oh, God. Fucking trip here.
Well, if nothing else, they've put a lot of storyline into this. I saw Boris and Natasha back there.
I've just unlocked like my third eye. Thank you for mentioning that. Oof. Alright, so this episode's, this like, intro's about this, the length of an entire episode.
Darned if we didn't, Rock.
I do think that Rocky Bullwinkle holds up, yeah. And Jay Ward's an interesting guy. Can I tell a depressing Jay Ward story?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So, Jay Ward is super interesting, and he also had massive agoraphobia, like really bad agoraphobia, and he wouldn't leave. It was very difficult for him to leave the house. One day, I think I remember him saying that his main fear was being hit by a car. Anyways, one day a truck drove through the front of his house.
What?
And then it became hard for him to leave his downstairs room.
Wow.
Upstairs room. Well,
I wouldn't want to leave either if trucks were coming through my house. We have a cat in here now. I had to let her in because she was screaming.
She is screaming. Being personal here for a sec, sometimes I also have problems leaving the house before, COVID and shit. And I always think of that story. I'm like, well, what am I so afraid of? A truck could drive through my door any minute now.
They could get you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Damn trucks.
Like, he did leave the house. It was just very, very, very difficult for him. Also, a lot of folks don't know this, but Rocky and Bullwinkle was actually one of the first series animated in Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, Jay Ward went down there, and oh my god, I think they created
Oh, right,
an
there's a
entire
video
studio.
game here. Well,
Oh,
shit.
do I have to?
Yeah.
Can I just talk about Jay Ward?
No, climb the mountain, Bullwinkle.
Anyways, there's a really good book called The Moose That Roared, that goes into the history of Jay Ward and Rocky and Bullwinkle and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
Hey, I saw the Mr. Peabody movie on a plane once. It was a good movie to watch on a plane. It was the exact length of the flight.
Oh yeah, and his Ides of Merch says they didn't have cell paint back then or whatever, so they used house paint for the cells. That's why it has such a unique... the backgrounds look really different. I think it's because they used mural artists. And I died.
Can you switch to Rocky?
Let me see.
I guess not. He's grayed out up there.
Okay.
Do it, Bullwinkle.
Alright, here we go. I'm not going to think about all my favorite Jay Ward facts.
Don't think about Buttwinkle. Yeah, I love the sound effects in this game. Very Imagineering core. Well, if nothing else, we're gonna find out what the definitive worst Rocky and Bullwinkle game is, and this doesn't look like the NES one, so therefore I think it can't be the worst. There's also a Super Nintendo one, I believe. Game Boy, of course, because Imagineering loved their Game Boy.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, George of the Jungle was kind of mixed up in that whole thing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Also, if we're talking about other Jay Ward, whatever, does anybody remember fucking Tom Swift?
No.
Or Tom Slick? It was, as best as I could put it, a Speed Racer style parody. He was a guy who raced and he fucking sucked.
You can headbutt the boulders. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm pissed now. I didn't know that.
Break them apart with your antlers.
What was I fucking...
Well, Krungo remembers Tom Slick, so that's two people.
Thank you! God! I'm not losing my mind. Tom Slick was basically Speed Racer George of the Jungle. He was a dumb dipshit who sucked, but...
Oh, is that why the NES music goes all off key? It's the effect of the goof gas in the game? I just thought the game was glitching whenever I heard that. Wow, that was actually in there on purpose. A lot of good soundscapes in tonight's games. Lots of farts and doots. Yeah, I'm not liking this song. It's already worn out its welcome. Now the cat's slapping me if I stop petting her.
Oh my god, she isn't slapping.
Wow, look what you did.
Is that the White House? What the fuck?
This is the future, now that you fucked up. How do you feel about that? You let this happen.
I'm gonna try again. No, I'm gonna get past this. Hold on, I want to see this picture of Jay Ward first, though.
Okay.
You have to give me that treat. I need that serotonin. Beautiful picture, thank you. I love him. Okay. Alright, I got this. Stop hitting me, I'm a good man. Can I jump on those? I'm too afraid to jump on them.
Smebble calls this getting over it with Jay Ward. Climb that mountain, Bullwinkle. I wonder how far we're gonna see into this game. Probably not very. And while this doesn't look like the worst Imaginarium game, it's not really doing much to win me over. Tess, please.
She is really going for it.
Yeah.
It's really cute, but she is... Look at Bullwinkle's avatar up there. He looks so...
He's asleep.
He's
Now
not
he's
doing
depressed
well.
and asleep.
He is! That was me earlier. He's not looking so great. Cool.
There was a Peabody show on Netflix?
Yes, I remember that. Okay. Was that checkpoint?
Oh, so many memories coming back. While people,
Okay.
while
Thank you,
people
everyone.
mention, people offer their takes on Bullwinkle climbing that mountain. I want to see him make it too. I don't want him to fail. But he did anyway.
Last life. And then I think it'll be Danny's turn.
Yes, hug the mountain, caress the mountain.
That was really not intelligent of me. Guess he's not coming this way. Come on, there we go.
I just now noticed Rocky's face. It's very clown-like, isn't it?
He does look like a clown. Okay, so can I tell my favorite June Foray story? This one's way less depressing.
Okay.
So I know you've seen our intro, so you know that we're Nixon stands here. So
Right.
Here's a fun Nixon story about June Foray.
Hand it over.
June Foray was on Nixon's enemies list.
Wow. What did she do?
Well, at one point,
The voice of Rocky, right?
Yes.
Or is that... Okay, yeah.
yes, she was involved with political activism, and you're like, okay, so she must have been, doing anti-war things or, anti-Nixon stuff. No, actually, she may have done those things. I don't know. She was protesting with other women, mothers and things, about the high price of beef and wanting to regulate the price of beef for the consumer.
Minigames?
And that really, really pissed off Nixon. Why? I don't know, but he literally, when they saw the enemies list, not only was she on it, but she was audited every year by the IRS, specifically targeted due to Nixon being mad. That is one of my favorite fucking June Foray stories. It's beautiful.
What did Rocky do to piss off Nixon so much?
She worked with moms to like, why is he trying to kill his child?
Good question.
Sherman, what the Peabody?
Sherman, I'm going to teach you a lesson today. A lesson you won't soon forget. How to let the cat out again. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Sherman died.
Oh.
Let's try that again.
Do you want out, Tessie Boo? Let's take you out.
Okay, A is jump. B is bubblegum. Boy, don't you hate it when your dad rides on top of a dragon, tries to kill you, to teach you a valuable lesson?
Here you go, sweetie. No? Danny, she's doing the thing where she poses by her toys.
Oh, okay, she's staying in.
Okay, she's like, I'm a gamer too, and she gathers all her toys in a corner by Danny's games and just sits there with them.
Well, that was cool. What about the Dudley Do-Right game?
You having fun? Are you winning, Danny?
Nobody's winning right now. Oh, okay. It's Battletoads. Hey, good news.
Uh-huh.
The new Battletoads is coming out August 20th. It's on Game Pass, so guess what we're gonna stream?
Yay?
Battletoads is gonna be introduced to the RetroPal stream late August.
Oh man,
The secret's out.
Nice! There's still an original Bullwinkles out there. I'm so glad. The one near where I grew up turned into a generic family fun center. No, it turned into... I remember what they renamed it to. They renamed it to Boomers.
What?
Yes!
Wow.
Boomers!
What a name.
Ah, it's so good. Oh, now she wants back out. Girl, make up your mind. Alright, Danny's letting the cat out, and there she goes. Thank you, Danny.
Special thanks to tonight's guest star, Tess. And now the video game. So this looked fun. Mm-hmm. I want to get my hands on this game.
Alright, Danny, you have a good time with Bullwinkle and Bullwinkle. I don't...
What? A.
A's jump, yeah!
A is jump. C is attack. So the attack button isn't even close to the jump button. You have to hop your thumb over the B button. Well, that's okay. I guess they had a good reason to do that. He's climbing that mountain. Bullwinkle going up that hill.
Running up that hill with Bullwinkle.
Oh, this is bad. You didn't tell me that. I thought
that was given!
I thought you were having a good time.
Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Some context onto the massive distribution of Rocky Bullwinkle in the 90s from Electric Boogaloo here was part of a wider syndication program that was happening at the time, and it was, yeah, a lot. Is that why I saw so much of the fucking Dennis the Menace? God damn, okay.
Oh, was that a similar deal?
Yeah, they had Bullwinkle. Okay, I see. They had Bullwinkle, the fucking Dennis the Menace. Oh, God. Flintstones. Go-Go. I remember the Go-Go.
Oh, hold on. Alright. This can't be our lowest ranked game just because of this.
Okay.
See, my favorite part of this is it looks like he has one eye.
Holy shit.
He's a Cyclops.
Oh, okay, yeah. Basically, stations would be able to get this... They would be able to get this show for free if they gave in exchange for ad time. So this show is essentially freebies for stations.
Ooh, they love freebies.
Freebies, good ratings, yeah. Everyone being like, "Oh, I watched this as a kid. Hey, kids, watch this. What I watched as a kid." It's my parents did.
Yeah, become indoctrinated.
Yeah, indoctrination.
Love my media.
God. See, I just, again, my problem with Ready Player One is that no one is dressed up as Rocky or Bullwinkle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, where are they? There'd be a couple of weirdos dressed up like them.
Listen, if I could be in that, I would absolutely be Rocky. Kidding me? I'd be Rocky with a fucking
time to climb some more.
flamethrower.
Ready Player 2's coming out soon. Gonna head out to the theater and risk watching it.
No. Was it worth even watching the first one? I mean, we saw it indoors, but in our house.
There's no risk, and yet I still feel like we got the bad end of the deal. Hey, this sucks. this is bad. This is shit.
Why do you think I told...
This is 93! Kids could have been asking for a Sega CD. They could have been getting Sonic CD. Sonic 1 and 2 were released.
Hey, why do you think I was telling my June 4A story? I was trying to bring up my serotonin levels because this game's shit. Hey, it's that robot rat. I love that guy. Sorry for making y'all remember Ready Player One. We just saw it a couple weekends. Was it last weekend?
My avatar in the Ready Player One universe would be Bullwinkle just doing this.
Oh, nice!
Constantly.
And I can be Rocky. Oh, that's perfect.
I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. We watched it.
Can't kill this thing.
Can you throw things at it? Because I know you have a throw button.
do?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have any. You don't have any of those fruits with you though. So
You can throw the fruits. Mm-hmm. All right, that explains it.
Again, I won't get too into Ready Player One because you all deserve to have a good weekend. But my main issue with it is the idea that people would only be nostalgic in 2040 whatever for stuff from the 80s. Yeah.
That's
like,
so weird.
No one is an Animaniac here. No one is dressed as a Steven Universe in the Ready Player. No. I've seen what. No one is.
I've seen the internet.
I've seen a lot of the internet. Yeah.
Where's all the My Little Ponies and also the My Little Pony fan characters?
Yeah. There's no fan ponies, or you fucking know.
Very unrealistic.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm in Second Life. No one is the Iron Giant with a gun in Second Life, but everyone is very random specific characters, and also they're way more furries. I think that was a death.
But what?
That was amazing. Yeah, it's almost like Ready Player One is supposed to be about the dangers of revering the nostalgia of a single guy, but...
That could have been interesting if they went with that direction, but it was just so uncritical.
Instead, it's like, okay, for 2 days a week, we won't revere this man in our virtual worlds. Oh my god!
Is awesome.
I hate that squat. I hate that squat. No.
I have to pose him near something inappropriate to make this week's thumbnail. Remind me to do this if we see a boss or something.
I mean, if you think about it, a lot of getting into other people's nostalgia is just like media marketing, and there goes Bullwinkle, dead and impaled. You're being asked to stop making Bullwinkle take a shit. And that is your reply.
Can't tell me what to do. My Ready Player One avatar is Bullwinkle taking a shit, and if you're offended, too bad.
Was Goku even in Ready Player One?
No.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you.
Okay, so you can't just make blind jumps there. We gotta navigate the platform sequence, which is just a series of generic platforms over a bottomless pit. For as much shit as I gave Gargoyles, it at least tried to make the level layouts have context within a game world, you know? Like, this game just instantly devolves into generic platforms over a bottomless pit. There, it's Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the worst games we've played. Maybe not the worst, with a T. But it is not doing much to impress me. I don't even like the look on Bullwinkle's face. It's stupid. Change it.
Damn, Danny is just not here at all for this.
There's nothing in this. This is insipid.
You so rarely call games insipid.
This is morally and intellectually bankrupt, is what this is. Where does this go?
You know, I think it's a shame that there hasn't been like a good Rocky Bullwinkle game.
There never will be. There was one on Xbox Live Arcade that was so bad it was almost instantly delisted. Did anyone play that one? It was a ripoff of WarioWare, of all things, and there was weird 3D rendered Rocky and Bullwinkle in it.
Like, I feel like...
Okay. I know what to do next time. We got this.
I just feel like they could, you know... I feel like for Rocky Bullwinkle, you don't need deep mechanics. You need something like a Twine game. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'm sorry, Bullwinkle, but you give off big Twine game vibes when I watch you. Yeah, an adventure game. Something where it's more story-driven.
So at the end here, I'm gonna want to make a specific jump. These platforms are synced up, right? Yes, they are.
I think so.
Okay, we can do this. Watch this.
Here we go. Nice!
That was a tight jump. It should not have been that tight.
That was fucking amazing.
We've made progress.
I love the way he shits. Big time shitter. What? Go back down.
Hey, Rock. Watch me drop a turd out of my ass.
Okay, according to Uzi, the Xbox Live Arcade game was delisted so quick the first video of it is a camera aimed at a screen.
Yeah, like, no one had time to grab that game. Like, I just think it was released and it sold so badly, they were like, this is gonna cost us too much to keep up, no matter how many copies we sell. It's cool, I like when that happens.
But you know me, I love shit.
That's how you know when they had a really bad idea. And yet, this is so typical of Imagineering. So many of their Simpsons games just devolve into this almost instantly. By which I mean levels that have no thought put into them. It's just literally just floating platforms that you have to navigate. Often in this specific sequence of taking the winding way around, going left and up, right then up, left and up, and then you can fall and lose all your progress. There's a part like this specifically in Bart vs. the World. Someone back me up here.
Yes. Video Game King mentions that this looks pretty Bart and the Space Mutants ass.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Where it's like, not even... You can't even criticize it for it not even being relevant to the source material, because it's not even a good game to begin with. This is just pure shit. It could be anyone doing this. Instead, it's poor Bullwinkle, pulled out of the grave after 60 years of non-syndication to be this. Is this the end of the level? Hang on, we gotta be safe.
Okay, so I think you have to go on the other one goes lower, it looks like. Oh no, there's... Oh my god.
Yeah, he had to wait.
Okay, it's fine.
Who was that?
It's one of those Green Moon men from the show. Don't you remember them? No. They had the mechanical mice. Feeling normal, feeling fine. You probably need to shoot your whatchamacallits at that guy.
Oh yeah. Fruit. Okay, let's do that. Well, I used them all.
No, you have 5 left.
Okay. I did it.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh my god, it's not the end of the...
No.
Okay.
Sonic 2, again, before this. Before this game. Just giving you the right context here.
Oh, you can just leave that guy in the dust.
Note to the viewers, it's Alex making the hyperventilating noises. I'm just sitting here with my face in my hands, wondering how it all came to this. That was one of the top 5 most miserable moments I've ever had in Mascot Friday history. Getting to the end of a level and getting ambushed by an enemy that was blocked by the background. Getting killed. And since this is the continue screen, it's gonna resume us at the beginning of that entire sequence. Well played. Well played, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, yeah, Twitch needs to hopefully get that clip shit fixed soon so we can show that to the world. Oh my god.
That is egregious.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Video games are good now. I like video games now. I'm sorry, that was...
When it comes to video game developers, no company quite mastered the whole not giving a shitness that Imagineering perfected.
Yeah.
It was just like, let's piece together a game based on the most basic elements and then plop in some licensed characters. Who cares if it's fun or fair or at all interesting? Fuck it. Fuck it. That's what they said.
Thank you, Alta's for the subscription. Thank you, Rusty Retro, for the 100 bits. Rusty says, Danny, please go buy yourself a frozen treat for putting up with this.
Thank you, I will.
We're having pork belly for dinner, so...
Nice.
Yes, that is my treat. I am so sorry, Danny. You are a sweet angel. I will love you forever. That was one of the funniest ways I've ever seen you trolled.
That was good.
That was so mean.
I gotta hand it to him.
Pure
You gotta hand it to him. Oh. Imagineering presents The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends for the Sega Genesis. Coming soon to a Mascot Friday rankings list near you.
Okay.
It's time to rank the mascots.
Okay, we're fine, right?
What game did we play that had really good music?
Well, you may have
Not that one. Not that one. Not the last one we played. The answer is none of them. So.
I was gonna say Animaniacs, Gargoyles. Those two were normal games.
Animaniacs had okay music. But what about...
Normal breathing.
What about Yogi Bear? Did Yogi Bear have good music? We're gonna find out. It's PAL. It's gotta have good music. It's a PAL game, so it gotta have the Matt Furnace. Or whoever.
So, you'll be glad to know there's only 4 people on the leaderboards of the Bullwinkle game that you mentioned.
4.
And the number one on the leaderboard is Tush Eater 89. Thank you, Lucy, for that info.
That's news I can use. I'm glad I know that. Thank you. Oh, man. Man, oh
There's
man,
Yogi.
oh man. There's some nice, peaceful Yogi Bear music for you to enjoy. We could have played his game. I'm just saying, we didn't have to play Rocky and Bullwinkle. But we have to live with the choices we made, because that's life. Mm-hmm. And right now, your life is judging what you just now saw. Based on the things you've seen, the games we've played, and how we've played them, you get to decide whether these games are better or worse than Bubsy and Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. You can let us know your opinion with an RP Angel Bubsy or an RP Devil Bubsy, depending on if you want to send these games to heaven or hell. First up, the Animaniacs for Sega Genesis, made by Konami. What do we think of that? Is that better or worse than Bubsy?
I like that game, but I also... But you know what? I needed more time with that game to figure it out. But I definitely liked it more than the Super NES version.
I'm seeing several Bubsy equivalents, so that means our enthusiasm should be measured a little bit. But overall, I think I was trending positive, as are the reactions here. Not really seeing many Devil Bubsies, just a lot of Angels and Bubsy equivalents. So I think it'll be above, but not very much so. Okay. Yeah, Animaniacs was okay. They tried to do something different with the license. There are 3 different Animaniacs, and the game lets you control each of them, and they all had different abilities. Mm-hmm. Like we said, it was in the vein of Lost Vikings. I don't think it was that engaging from what I played, but it was decent, and I could see it being just better than Bubsy. Why don't we say... Oh, I'm liking all the games on the screen right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. So let's go to the top of the screen. At the top of the screen, y'all should be seeing Keith Courage. Do you think, folks, is this better or worse than Keith Courage?
I think Keith Courage may be our ceiling. That's my gut.
It's my personal ceiling. Worse, better, worse.
Okay, so we're at least very close.
Okay.
There's a few games here that I want to say it's better than, but...
Oh no, I guess Spelunker isn't technically a puzzle platform.
Do we want to put it in between Tony and Friends in Kellogg's Land and Fossé Amo?
I actually really like that.
Faucet Armor for non-French speakers. I don't speak French either.
I do speak sarcasm with a side of snark.
Ah, sarcasmo.
Mm-hmm. This is why this is why the Duolingo owl has me on the death watch here. All right, let's see. Below Tony. I'm glad we found a reason to say Fossé Amor. We have to say it.
Always.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I am seeing below Tony. One below Tony, but I'm not seeing a lot of. I don't think people feel very strongly about.
I don't think so either.
So.
Since they don't feel strongly, I'm actually gonna penalize it. I say between Ghost House and Tempo Jr.
You know
Maybe
what?
it's just me. I really like Ghost House. But, take it or leave it. Are we leaving it? Are we taking it? Who's taking?
Let's see. That's the right spot. Go for it. That's
All
all I
right,
need
put her
to
there.
see.
Animaniacs for Sega Genesis, slightly better than Bubsy. As for whether the other Animaniacs games fare similarly, we're gonna find out. Still gotta play that Super Nintendo one. Not bad, Animaniacs.
Not bad.
Good luck with your comeback. Hope
Good.
you have some good jokes.
Please make good jokes. Please make good jokes. That's all I ask. All right, next up
on the docket tonight was Disney's Gargoyles. The stony heroes from the past. I don't know. Is Gargoyles better or worse than Bubsy? If you were to put all the Gargoyles in a match against Bubsy the Bobcat, who would come out the victor?
All right. Okay, I do agree that it's Angel Bubsy for art, Devil Bubsy for gameplay.
It's not compatible with Genesis 3.
Yes, sorry.
Wow, that's a good sign.
I saw that earlier but got distracted. Yeah, it's one of the few games that's not compatible, apparently.
Okay, I'm actually seeing a nice range of reactions here. Angels and devils, but it does look like mostly devils. A lot of equivalents, too. So I think this may be similar to the case with Animaniacs, where it's below Bubsy, but not extremely so. I'd agree with that. Yeah, this game... I liked parts of it. The animation was good. The music and sound were really bad. But the level progression, I think, suffered from what was trendy at the time. It was similar to Earthworm Jim, as we mentioned, having big, expansive level layouts where it's not exactly obvious where to go. And in the end, it just becomes kind of frustrating.
Yes, Tyza there. The stony heroes from the past here to play shitty games that suck ass. Slightly below Bubsy, maybe around Green Dog. Can we put it on both sides of Bubsy?
You know, they exist in the past and the present, so that would make sense. No, we can't do that.
Okay, damn. Like, can we just give them a gargoyles range, like a zoo, like a zoo habitat for them, where it's all from between Animaniacs and Zool or whatever.
Well, scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
How do the Gargoyles compare against another gothic mascot, Arrow the Acrobat?
Well, I was gonna say the little dinosaur Dooley, but I guess he's not goth.
Yeah, him too.
All right. Let's see, Goliath above Mickey. Worse than Arrow. Oh, wow.
Okay, it's getting pushed down a little bit more.
I'm going to say something a little shocking. I may have liked Mickey Mousecapade more.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
What about RoboCop versus Terminator for Game Boy?
I just bounced right off that game because I have no clue.
Didn't we finish it? I remember liking it.
It's better than RoboCop. Okay, how about this? Between RoboCop and Mickey Mousecapade.
I like the sound of that.
All right, how do you feel about that? Zool is better? Okay, I did see between Zool and Mylon. So how about between Mickey Mousecapade, somewhere between Mickey Mousecapade and Mylon? Zool is better because he's from the nth dimension.
That's solid logic.
Mylon is better. Okay. Santa Claus 3 and the Incredible Hulk. We are just shoving those poor goyles down.
Compromise between Mylon's Secret Castle and Magical Tararuto-kun.
I like that. I actually think that's a really good spot for it, because I do think Mylon's Secret Castle is better.
I think Mylon did have the edge over it, thinking about it.
Alright, folks, you okay with that? You gonna...
And I do think it's better than the Incredible Hulk, which is just a few places down.
Alright, I saw the phrase okay and yeah, shove it in, and...
Do it in. Do it in, that's what I meant to say.
You're dead, motherfucker.
Gargoyles. For Sega Genesis. Not as good as Mylon's Secret Castle.
Cannot kill gargoyles today.
Fight me. Actually, don't fight me.
Yeah, don't
I'm tired.
Fight me, Annie. That's point of this interaction.
I'm tired. I'm picking fights.
Yeah, be less.
Hey, Goliath, you big stony piece of shit.
No.
Tell you we can stick your architecture. Oh, I'm Andrew Dice Clay, by the way.
I was like, are you Andrew Dice Clay now?
Andrew Dice Clay versus Gargoyles.
Alright, so Gargoyles.
Well, that was fun. We played all the good games now, and all that are left are the two... Well, we'll see what you think about these games. The Incredible Crash Dummies for Sega Genesis. Is that better or worse than Bubsy? We should ask. It's just polite. It was from the makers of Wayne's World. It did have music very quietly, because they were ashamed of it, I guess.
That's a... Some people forgot we played this game. It's all devils.
No, you remember the inflatable Crash Dummy? Is that,
Never say that again.
is that the porn parody of the inflatable Crash Dummies?
Oh my god, for like the fucking real freaks out there. Devil, Bubsy equivalent. Devil.
I rarely
Crash.
see this many devils. Yeah, Incredible Crash Dummies did not win over the audience. I will say it's better than a lot of the other Gray Matter games I've played. Perfect Weapon, Wayne's World. I'm sure there's more that I can't really think of, but I was expecting a complete disaster, and instead what I got was kind of playable. It wasn't anything worth writing home about. It was just one of those games based on a license thing that you forgot about.
Alright, okay, let's see. Chat says, not as bad as Bubsy 2, which I do agree with.
Okay. That's a good... Let's set our expectations there. Where's Bubsy 2?
Let me find Bubsy 2. Okay, there's Bubsy 2. I agree, it is better than Bubsy 2. Okay.
Well, let's go up a list.
Okay.
I think it's better than Iron Man and Exo Manowar.
Okay.
I think it's better than the Mask. Mask is pretty close in terms of quality, though.
Okay, I saw around Donk earlier. What do you think about... No,
The Samurai Duck?
Yeah, it's... Well, actually, hey, let's try this. Yes, the Samurai Duck. But do you think it's better than the Jaguar Bubsy?
I'll defer to the chat. What do y'all think?
Better than Lil Nicky, worse than the Mask, better than Blues Brothers.
Man, there's a lot of shit here, right in this little section.
Jaguar Bubsy is super shit.
It is, but not as bad as Bubsy 2.
Let's see, below Home Improvement. Jaguar Bubsy is worse. Okay, so...
I did get Home Improvement vibes from that game. I'm not sure what that is exactly, or what it counts for, but there it is.
Alright, how about... So it's somehow better than Home Improvement, but worse than Bubsy and Fractured Furry Tales, which is... We're gonna have to re-rank Home Improvement sometime or some shit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm being bugged about this, and I do appreciate the, apparently... This was, I got the info on fucking Home Improvement wrong, so let me just fix that.
Okay.
There. Absolute beautiful. Alright, so... Below Hoy, above Fractured Furry Tales. What do you think about that?
I could live with that.
Between the Smurfs and Izzy...
Boy, this is tough. All these games are very similarly shit.
I'm thinking... SWAT Cats is another 90s animated series. I think it's... not as good as SWAT Cats.
Between SWAT Cats and Skater Die Bad and Rad, then?
Chat, between SWAT Cats... I almost called them Scat Cats. Between SWAT Cats and the Skater Die.
Skater Cats. Do it.
Okay.
Good. I feel like that's a good place for it. This is a win for humanity right now. Incredible Crash Dummies. The first Incredible Crash Dummies game to be added to this list, and not the last. Currently not looking too good. Can't wait to play that NES version.
How do you spell gray matter with an A? Ah, it's one of those A grays.
Yeah, it's American, damn it.
Get consistent, everybody. It's driving me nuts.
And finally, the real hit of tonight, the game everyone's gonna want to fire up after the stream's over. Everyone's gonna want to go for that world record speedrun in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends for Sega Genesis. Is that better or worse than Bubsy? Let's make it official. You saw what you saw. I played what I played.
Oh boy.
Now let's deal out the punishment that's deserved. There's an Alf. I'm not sure what that means. A lot of Murphys. Murphys, Trashes, Devil Bubsies, a Ban Alex in there.
That's fair. I deserve that. Yeah. No worries.
We're throwing out a lot of stuff right there. You just had to. You got caught in the crossfire.
It's fine. I'm owning up to it. It's fine.
Yeah. What the fuck? That game had no. Okay, let's focus on the good. The intro was very lengthy and fit the spirit of the show. Mm-hmm. And then once the game started, Bullwinkle was just climbing a mountain forever until they almost instantly went to this segment where there were dozens of small floating platforms over a bottomless pit. Just no ideas whatsoever. What do we do after we make Bullwinkle climb the mountain? I don't know. Just paste over whatever we had for The Simpsons Bart versus the World.
All right.
Pure shit. pure garbage.
I am seeing Worse Than Scunny and Scroll Down to Family Dog, and let's have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm thinking bottom 20.
Okay, I agree.
Maybe not bottom 10. Bottom 10 is pretty dire right now. So I'm thinking, let's do the classic point of comparison. Baby Joe? Personally, I had more fun with Baby Joe.
I agree. I actually was going to say Baby Joe is more competent.
Garfield, A Week of Garfield, it actually has a little bit of charm to it, unlike Rocky and Bullwinkle. So let's keep going. Scunny.
Scunny is a great point of comparison.
Scunny was shit. But even still, Scunny had that mechanic where you could destroy the level after you beat it.
That was cool!
There was no emotional payoff in Rocky and Bullwinkle. There was no catharsis.
Garfield is better. Let's see. What about...
Well, currently the worst Genesis games on the list are Captain Planet, Virtual Bart, and Fantasia.
Alright. Okay. The emotional payoff of the Rocky and Bullwinkle was you being shot in the background and just...
Okay, that was other people's emotional payoff.
Okay.
I had a different emotion.
Between Hardhead and Virtual Bart. So is Virtual Bart better or worse?
There's more different. There are different gameplay styles in Virtual Bart, so you at least weren't stuck at a specific part right at the beginning of the game.
Okay, I actually I agree with Seraphis here. What do you think about between below Virtual Bart, above Mega Man?
I kind of like that.
I like that a lot.
Mega Man is very obviously deficient in every area, from fun to graphics to level design. Rocky and Bullwinkle had very little worthwhile, but I think it had that little bit. It's more than Mega Man had.
Yeah. I think that Mega Man is the worst game. Sorry, everybody.
Between Virtual Bart and Mega Man.
Alright.
I'm calling it.
And I do think it is better than Miracle Rope It. Sorry.
And to anyone disappointed, we will be playing more Rocky and Bullwinkle games, and I can tell you the NES one is definitely worse than the Genesis one. So please look forward to that.
No, I will be doing the opposite of that, sweetie.
I sure am glad they made a unique Rocky and Bullwinkle game for every system back then. No Jaguar game, though. And that's a shame. But I'll tell you what's not a shame. The fact that we ranked all the mascots, the fact that all of our work is done, and by virtue of that, you know what time it is, right?
I don't know what time it is, Danny. I have lost all... You know me. I've been losing the concept of time all this week. I don't even know it exists.
It is time for the week to end and for the weekend to begin. Right now. It's now the weekend.
All right, woo!
Don't play Rocky and Bullwinkle this weekend. Play some Animaniacs, maybe, or just do whatever the hell you want, because it's your freedom. You can do whatever you want with it. Thanks for watching. I feel good about that one.
Me too.
I've been meaning to fill out the back half of the mascot list, because if you've noticed, it's kind of heavily weighted towards games that are better than Bubsy. So in the weeks ahead, we may end up seeing a little bit more terrible 2D platformers. I know you hate to see those. I know you hate seeing us suffer through those. You feel for us, and as much as I appreciate that, we do have to play a lot of bad games to balance out the list. So that's coming.
Thank you real quick to Cool Coyote for the 25 bits. It's the weekend, baby! Let's all meet up at Green Curse. Well, you gotta call him first. Give him a call.
Yeah, call ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That concludes another week of Retro Pal streams.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, and go in peace. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
Had a lot of fun with the games we played this week. Not so much Rocky and Bullwinkle, but that was at least a brief playtime we had with that. Patrons, there's a new poll up this week. These are all based on patron suggestions posted in our Patron Zone Discord channel. If you're in at the $5 level on our Patreon, quick plug, patreon.com/retropals, end plug. Feel free to vote over the weekend. Whatever wins, we're going to play next Wednesday. Whole lot of good options in there, from PS2 exclusive PAL localizations to A1 games for PS1. We could end up playing Top Shop. Is that what everyone wants? I guess we're going to find out.
I gotta get the Trip shoes.
You gotta.
I gotta.
We're both fans of Top Shop,
I love Top
so that'll
Shop.
be fun. I'm
Top
going to look
Shop's
for a
one of my
host.
favorites.
Alex, why don't you wrap us up?
Okay, we're also on Twitter, twitter.com/retropalshq. We post when we go live there, and we also post some of your wonderful memes. Thank you for everything you send to us. We love it. And thank you to any time. We always get alerted whenever there's like Baby Joe or anyone going on Twitter. We do appreciate that. I need to know where Baby Joe is at all times for my own safety. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post highlights of our streams there. Our latest one is part 2 of our plug and play streams. So if you like hearing me viscerally react to the Spider-Man plug and play, do tune in. It is, or I guess it's not tune in. Do click on that video.
A bunch of freaks and perverts made that game.
A lot of freaks and perverts working this thing, anyways. Not me. I would never do anything like that.
No, we're normal.
I've only said normal things on this stream.
Okay, so we got a couple options here. Macaw is doing a Power Rangers games retrospective, and he's even playing Game Boy games. God help him. Also have, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Aquas, because Aquas is playing Dark Savior for Sega Saturn. That is a weird game that looks like Landstalker, and yet everything I've heard about it makes it sound amazing in terms of story. It's got this looping storyline involving parallel dimensions or some shit. Sometimes you're the good guy, sometimes the bad guy. It's a game I've always wanted to get into, but in the end I'm probably just going to end up watching a playthrough. And this is one of them, a playthrough of Dark Savior. So enjoy that, have a good weekend, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.